Hey guys, Andrew here. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you. Remember, like, subscribe, share, all the good stuff. I'm going to jump right into it. Today's topic is reactive abuse. So you may be saying, well, Andrew, what is reactive abuse? Okay, here we go. Let's say you are in a conversation with somebody, let's say the narcissist, and the conversation is getting heated, as they always do. I used to say to my ex-narcissist that the conversation would be on a scale of 1 to 10. It would be on a 1. And before I knew it, it would end up at a 10. There was no middle ground. Just like the narcissist sees black and white, with escalated conversations, it's either a 1, which is like this, or it's a 10. There's no middle ground. But getting back on track, reactive abuse, what it is when say you're in a heated argument, or you're in an argument, or a discussion that's, the level's getting raised. What the narcissist is doing is they are looking for a reaction out of you, like they always do. So let's pretend that they're talking to you and they're trying to push your buttons, like they always do. They're pushing, and you're being stoic, and you're not taking it, and you're just absorbing it, and you're taking the high road, like we say in the channel all the time, and you're doing the right thing. Sorry. Well, then they keep pushing you, and they keep doing it, which is what the narcissist does. The next thing you know, you've had enough, and you can't keep quiet much longer because you need to voice your opinion, or you need to let them know that, hey, they're not right. And maybe maybe you raise your voice, or maybe you say something that you wouldn't normally say. This is exactly what the narcissist wants you to do. Why? I'll tell you why. Because once you raise your voice, or once you reply to them, or respond to them in a manner that is not normally how you would respond, they now have you. They now turn it back around on you and say, see, I told you, you're the crazy one. You have no control. You have no self-respect. I knew it. You can't handle yourself. You don't know how to talk to people. All these kind of things. And guys, there's a litany of other terms I could use. Maybe I'll use some more in this video. But the whole idea is, while they're pushing your buttons and pushing you, the whole time they're doing that is they're just waiting for a reaction out of you. And the reaction, most times, if you're calm and you're level-headed and you respond and don't react like I preach on this channel, then you'll be fine. But there are times when you know that you're right, and you know that you're not being treated properly, and you know that what the narcissist is saying is not accurate, and you need to defend yourself. It's just human nature. The more you get into this, the less you'll figure out that you need to defend yourself. But for those of you that are just learning about this, you're gonna need to defend yourself and want to. And that's what the narcissist loves. They love to put you in a position of not being in control, of being not under control of your emotions, your words, your actions, or feelings, or anything. This is when they have you. This is when you're playing the game that they want you to play. And what happens then is they turn it all around on you and say, yeah, see, you're the crazy one. I told you, you can't handle yourself. You don't know how to behave. And they're going to gaslight you, and they're going to twist everything around. Now, this happens more frequently than you would know. And if you really pay attention to it, I'm sure it's happened to you recently, or not too long ago. This reactionary abuse is not fair. It's not good. It's unhealthy. And again, it's a way for the narcissist to manipulate not only you, but the conversation and the narrative. You see, let's rewind for a moment. Let's say you're having an intelligent, level-headed conversation with a non-narcissist, and you don't agree. That's fine. The chances are you're going to have a discussion, and maybe the discussion goes back and forth, but most times I would expect that you would say to yourself, okay, maybe we're going to have to agree to disagree here. Or, okay, I understand your point, let me think about it. But you're going to come to some level resolution. And that's what will happen most times. Not with the narcissist, guys. With the narcissist, they need to win everything, remember, including conversations, and including narrative, and including anything that goes on in their little movie script going on in their tiny little brain. And reactionary abuse is just this. So let's say again, now going forward, you're with the narcissist, you're talking, things get heated, and then they tell you, see, I told you, you can't handle us, you can't do it. Think about that for a minute. So when the conversation's over, are you feeling good? Are you feeling like you were listened to, or that they understood you? No, you're not. Are you feeling that you had closure and that they comprehended your side of the conversation? No. And then the most important part is, when this happens, do you think that you want to go through this kind of conversation again? No, you don't. But what happens with the narcissist is, once this happens a couple times, it becomes a pattern. And the pattern grows and grows and grows. And it grows in favor of escalation. Escalation is a huge thing in the narcissistic abusive cycle when it comes to conversations, which turn into arguments or rage fits. Rage fits is huge, actually. And what I mean by that is, in the very infancy of your relationship with the narcissist, before you even knew they were a narcissist, you probably had some intelligent conversations, and they went well, or they went okay. And slowly, they became one-sided. And slowly those conversations became rage fits or escalation or one-sided screaming arguments where you're just like, who is this person? Who treats somebody like this? They won't even let me talk. And then when you do have a valid point, like, hey, this, and this, and you're talking, keep in mind in the conversation with the narcissist, and they know you're right. Here comes word salad, which is a whole different video. But word salad would be, they're just gonna scramble up all the words, change the topic, spin it around, so it's your fault. They do this religiously every single time. The deeper you get in the conversation with the narcissist and relationship, the more they will do this. And they will continue to do it as long as you put up with it and as long as you are their punching bag. Because if you really think about it, when you're having a conversation / heated discussion with a narcissist, do you ever leave it saying, yeah, I won? You don't. Do you know why? Because you've never won. Because they don't listen to you. They don't care about your thoughts. They don't care about you. All they want to do is be correct in their tiny little pea brain, thinking that they're always right. Please replay that part I just mentioned to you. It's so true. Any conversation you have with a narcissist, or I'm going to use it again, heated escalation, whatever you want to say. Oh, here comes some loud stuff. They will never let you win. Sorry, because a motorcycle is going by. They're not going to apologize. They're not going to say, yes, you were right. They're definitely not going to say, I was wrong. They're going to have no, They're going to have no accountability whatsoever. They're just not going to do it. And really, I'm telling you guys, rewind the last minute and a half and play it again, because you're going to find out I'm totally right. They just can't be wrong about anything. And every single conversation that I ever had with a narcissist in my 6-year marriage, it escalated. And I would ask many, many times, and I've mentioned this on previous videos, I would say, please, can we have an adult conversation? Can we please go to the rancho, which is across the street where my pool is, that you guys know about? And I would say, can we please sit down like adults, the two of us, and just talk and have an intelligent conversation? And sometimes we would go there, but every time it would escalate. And every time there would be no closure, and every time there would be some heated discussions. And I'm telling you guys, I don't remember one time ever saying, wow, I got my point across, and I think it's going my way. And let's pretend that did happen once or twice. I don't think it did, but let's say it did. Whatever was said in that conversation, it definitely didn't come to fruition, which means, if I was in the conversation with the narcissist saying black and white, and let's say I'm saying, hey, it's black, and they're saying it's white, and then finally, okay, black, which never happened, by the way. But if it did, no, tomorrow it won't be black, it'll be back to white. In other words, they just say what you want to hear at the time to get the conversation over with, because that can never be their fault. They aren't accountable. They're never wrong. They'll never apologize. They'll never take ownership. And I'm gonna say this again, guys. They don't care what you think. I know it's a difficult pill to swallow, but they do not care what you think. And you're probably saying, Andrew, what are you talking about? Then why are they talking to me? Guys, it's so simple. It's so simple. The reason they're talking to you is to wind you up and to get supply from you and to throw you off your normal, relaxed, calm, empathetic, loving person. They're literally winding you up. That's what they're doing. They don't care about you. They don't love you. They never have. They never will. They're literally sitting there across the table from you or whoever you're talking, and they're saying, oh my God, this is great. I had such a bad day at work and I got no supply, and now look at this. My significant other is just falling for everything I'm throwing at him. Everything. I'm gonna do this more often. And they do. And they do it. They cause problems and issues out of the blue. Why? Because they need supply. Why? Because they need control. Why? Because they want to ruin your day. Why? Because their whole goal in life is to cause and create utter destruction, devastation, manipulation, and to ruin you every way possibly. Spiritually, financially, emotionally, mentally, intellectually, physically, you name it. Getting back on track. Reactive abuse is something that if you can learn to respond and not react to everybody on the planet, but mainly the narcissist, you will be in control. You will find that you're not falling for their games. You're not falling for their pettiness, and they're trying to wind you up and trigger you. Sorry, trigger's the wrong term. And to get a rise out of you. And then they won't do it that much. They'll try, but they're gonna be like, wow, this isn't fun. I can't get what I want out of this person anymore. And they'll slowly disappear and fade away. They will. It will take time. But this relies on you. You need to have, you need to introspect and understand when the narcissist or anybody is trying to wind you up and trying to get a reaction, a rise out of you. Guys, it can be anybody. It happens all the time. Think about this. Just think about, let's, as an example, because I live in Costa Rica, but let's take a soccer game, World Cup. I believe it was World Cup, I forget the year, but it was France against England. I don't know who it was, somebody like a couple World Cups ago. And there's a soccer player named Zidane, and he was at midfield. And I think it was Italy. I think they're playing Italy. And the Italian guy went up to him and said something to him right at midfield. The whole world is watching this game. And Zidane headbutted him. And he's like, and the whole world's like, what's this? Zidane's a good player. Why would he do that? The reason why is because the player from the Italian team, I think it was Italy, went up to him, said something that wasn't nice, wound him up, and Zidane responded. I know it's kind of a crazy old term, example, but if you look it up, you'll find out exactly what I'm talking about. This happens in the workplace. It happens with neighbors, family, friends, anybody. It definitely happens more with significant others, and from my experience. So guys, I hope this video helped you out. I'm gonna shoot 2 more today because it's Saturday and I've got a whole bunch of topics I wanna cover. I love you all, God bless you. Remember, like, subscribe, comment, share, all the good stuff. Please subscribe to the channel on YouTube. Help me grow the content and help me continue to get the word out. I love you all from beautiful Costa Rica. This is Andrew. God bless you. Have a great day. And remember, respond, don't react. So when someone's winding you up, take your time, get composed, think about how you want to reply, respond, and then do it in your good time. Okay, I love you guys. Bye-bye.